Yo, y'all see the title of the video. I'm tired. I am exhausted and tired of life. I'm not tired of living. I love my life. I'm not going to take it for myself, ever, just to make that clear. And I don't want anyone to take it from me. Make that clear. But this lifestyle, this way of going about life, these thoughts, the general mindset of the general public, the mindset that society is projecting across the public, I'm tired of it all. But I think the root of why I'm so exhausted is because in this period of my life, there has been a repetition of unfulfilling events. Back in April, I started working again. Before then, I took a year off of working, saved up a bunch of money, invested in myself, and done a lot of things that I wanted to do, that I enjoy doing, things that fulfilled me and who I am. And life was great. Life is still great. I'm alive and well. But in this period of time, there's just been a repetition of unfulfilling events, long work weeks. In times like that, it can just make you feel like you're just living to work, living to pay bills. And that's not the way I like to live life. I wasn't made to punch somebody's clock. I wasn't made to give away my time to help somebody build their dream. It's never been my dream to run a store. It's never been my dream to work in a restaurant. It's never been my dream to do any of the things that I've done to make money, as far as getting a job. But those things are necessary when you want rewards from the game that we play. There's things I want from this world that you need money for. You want to travel? You need money. You want to eat? You need money. You want to take care of people you love? You need money. So you have to do what you got to do. All those things I listed is things I want to do, but the main thing is investing in myself so I can do those things in a greater magnitude. When you have something like that you want to do, some would call a big dream or lots of aspirations, it's a very stressful thing. Especially when many things are coming down at, especially when many things in life are crashing down on you and it feels like you have no control, and you have control, but somewhere in your mind it makes you think that you don't, and you feel like you have no control. It could be as simple as you walking into your room, seeing that it's a mess, and you know that if you pick up these clothes and make up your bed and do this, that everything will be fine. But your mind will sit there and tell you there's nothing you can do about it. It's just over. You're a failure. You got to soak in this. You're stuck. You're paralyzed. And that happens to me sometimes. It's not all the time. It's just those small percentages. They're pretty extreme. It's like the highs are highs and the lows are lows. There's really no in between. So that whole spectrum of thoughts or just state of mind, it's tiring. It's exhausting. And for the last few months with working and giving a lot of my time away, I put myself on the back burner. I put my dreams, my aspirations, my goals on the back burner. For a long time, I stopped practicing music, stopped recording videos, stopped doing things I wanted to love, that I wanted to do, and that I loved. And one of the only things that helped me through this time was my girlfriend. the idea of going back to work after taking that break, it was like giving up my freedom. But when I would clock out and go see my girlfriend or just talk to her, or and just talk to her and know that I had her, those thoughts kept me at peace. We went and did a lot of things in my free time and had a lot of fulfilling events, but after putting yourself on the back burner for so long, it becomes very detrimental to your mental health. When you look around and you wonder, what are you doing for you? And I'm not saying that me loving her or the things that we did, none of it was for me, because it was. I did a lot of things for her to make her happy, and it fulfilled me. It really did. But there's different parts to you that you have to feed. And the part of me that wants to be free and do the things that I want to do so that me and her can have more moments like this, and I can take care of my family, and I don't have to play by this system and in these rules. I wasn't doing those things. I wasn't feeding that part of me that I needed to succeed in this realm. You step back and you realize that you take care of this and you take care of that, and you do this for this person and you do this for that person, and you help somebody achieve this and you help somebody achieve that. But what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing? And I'm not talking about brushing your teeth or washing yourself, maintaining your hygiene. Those are good things, and please do those, by the way. But on the deepest level, what are you really doing for you? That question, that concept, however you want to put it, that is something I live by. Fulfilling myself and doing things for me, doing things to fulfill who I am, and work towards being the best version of myself. And anytime that I realize that I've been cheating myself, I become very disgusted. And just the thoughts alone, trying to tackle that problem, it's very exhausting. And some people sit here and think that caring for yourself and doing things for yourself is selfish, which you can say it is. But sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to forget about everybody else and do things for you. Because one thing that is very detrimental is when you put yourself on the back burner and you cheat yourself for other people or other things, and then they turn their back on you or slap you in the face. You thought you knew pain? Try it. Imagine going to a job every day where they don't care about you, or let's say they do care about you. Let's say you worked at a job for 25 years, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? We don't want you anymore. You're fired. How do you think that's going to make you feel? Imagine pouring all your money and time into a person, and then one day they just like, man, you know what? I don't want you anymore. Or, like anything like that. Just slaps in the face. How do you think that's going to make you feel? Now imagine if you worked at a job for X amount of years, but while you was working at that job, you was pouring into your own business. You was investing in yourself. Getting to the point where the investments in yourself, those paychecks were even with the paychecks you was getting from your job, or more, or a little bit less. But you was just constantly making progress. If that job was to let you go, you would be like, well, I'm good over here. The same with a person, the same with a place, whatever the case may be. When you work on yourself, it protects you from many things, especially this tiredness. I also think one of my biggest problems was that I underestimated how much we change, how much people change, how much interests change. Because there's always something new to love. There's always something new to learn. And just because you can't have something at this point in time, or just because you're not doing something at this point in time, doesn't make you a failure, or doesn't mean anything bad. It's just change. And we need change. Embrace change. Work on yourself. Surround yourself with good energy and just keep moving through all the bumps in the road. And in this whole process, I think I need to do a better job at communicating with myself instead of about myself. And I think a lot of people can attest to that. We spend so much time thinking negative about ourselves, or thinking about life, and thinking about all these things. But when do you sit down and talk to yourself, or think with yourself? Very rarely, probably. Like I said, man, I'm tired, but I'm going to do something about it this time. I'm going to start this journey today with a good night of rest. So that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you stayed to the end. I hope I was able to help you. Share your experiences, share some tips. But I'm out of here, man. Take care.